Ew.
They have
Cough this way too.
I know, all up in your ear and shit. Just do like that.
Gave him a rundown.
God damn.
What it do, everybody? It is another Dead End Hip Hop Rundown. Today I got everybody with me. No need for introduction. The whole crew, including C-Town, is here this week. Some things that we definitely...
No,
What the problem? You wasn't here last week.
Or
You here this week.
that week.
Or,
It don't matter.
he said that week.
goddamn.
It don't matter.
Well, he hasn't been here.
We ain't talking about bees.
I feel you, but I've been here. I've been
Get
here.
thrown in this like just like that.
Everybody gets
This
thrown
the
in it.
rundown, goddamn
It is.
We running
running
everybody down.
Exactly. We running everything down, goddamn. This week we are going to talk about Little Brother. We are going to talk about the whole Jay-Z. Are we going to sit down or are we going to take the money? We're also going to talk about that Mexican OT, and we're also going to talk about Takeoff. So first off, I want to say R.I.P to Takeoff. Today marks
It's been a year.
It's
It
been
feel
a
like
year.
it was like 4 months ago or some shit.
Bruh.
It's fucking crazy.
But Takeoff, if you do not know who Takeoff is, he is one of the Migos. It was a group of three. Takeoff was killed November 1st of 2022. Today is November 1st of 2023. So today marks 1 year gone. Time does move. When I saw it, I was like, yo, it happened so quick and so unexpected. You know, obviously, there's a lot of violence that happens in hip hop. This one was definitely unwarranted. It was over a dice game that they had after some club or a party or something like that. They were
When
shooting
Jay
dice.
Prince's son was out there too.
Jay Prince's son was out there.
Snitching.
Dang.
That's B.
Damn, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Who else was there? Detectives.
I don't know what you said. I don't even know. I ain't.
Hey, the people know what he said. It's on camera.
How do y'all feel about it being a year since Takeoff has passed?
Like I mentioned before, it didn't feel like it was a year. Like when I saw that, I think when you sent it earlier, I was just like, damn, it has been a year. I'm thinking it was like springtime or some shit like that, going into summer. But yeah, it's still unfortunate, man. Like I said, it's just the death, from Young Dolph to Pop Smoke and it's shit's crazy, bro. So,
He was the one everybody said was the best one out of the three, right?
Yeah.
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 People really loved him.
I want to say Quavo and Offset said that they felt like he was the best rapper out of them three.
Yep.
Yep. I remember hearing that.
It is. I didn't know it's been a year. That was great. It was something I was just listening to that said R.I.P. They mentioned Takeoff, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Because you kind of, I don't know, I don't really keep up with them that much like that. So this reminder is just like that it happened, but it was just like because it almost like since I don't really follow them like that, you almost kind of forget, So yeah, it was crazy.
With his passing, there's been a lot of turmoil with the other two, with Quavo, with Offset. They both released individual projects. They both had beef in regards to what happened with Takeoff no longer being here. And I believe that they've come back together and now everything's copacetic. But, R.I.P Takeoff.
I know they did a that award show together. That was
like a
honoring
tribute.
him.
Yeah.
Like a tribute to him. So I thought that was dope. Which kind of makes it seem like it hasn't been like it didn't seem like it had been a year, but I did have that thought like a while ago when I saw, because I've been seeing Offset doing a lot. So he just came out with an album or something like that, right? So I was like,
so he's in promo mode.
Kind of not moved on, but yeah, it just made me think about Takeoff.
Life has to move on. You know what I'm saying? Time waits for no man. But moving forward,
Especially the haters.
we're moving on. But Little Brother has a feature documentary called May the Lord Watch, the Little Brother story, which is super dope. Never thought that I would see, or I never thought Little Brother would get to this point. To be quite
years,
honest.
man. 20 years.
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
That is super
2003,
insane.
The listening.
oh
super
man,
insane.
it's a
When
great,
you say you never
great,
thought it
great
would get to
times.
this point, what does that mean?
I always thought the minstrel show was like super dope. I always thought it was a classic, right? But I didn't know that it was gonna be such a like movement to the point where 20 years later now there's a documentary. I just back then when I was put onto Little Brother, I didn't foresee that happening.
Is it a documentary on the Mr. Show, or is it just a Little Brother documentary?
It just says the Little Brother story.
I think it's just. I
it's
think
on
it's
Little
them
Brother,
celebrating
yeah.
20 years. in the game.
May the Lord watch. The Little Brother story follows the rise, breakup, and reunion of Little Brother. So that's basically what it's about.
That's
20
really
years.
interesting.
And again, 20 years. I didn't think that there would be a
They
documentary.
would get to that type, that level.
No, I didn't.
You never
foresee
thought hip
that.
hop would take it this far? What?
Wherever you were on the first rundown,
Oh. That's not nice at all.
That's not nothing.
That was mean. See, I told y'all he's a fucking bully. He's finally letting it out, just so y'all see.
But yo wrote it, right?
That's what I was trying to find. So yeah, directed by filmmaker Holland V.K. Gallagher and written by Yo Phillips. Go ahead,
what's up.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
That is dope.
And if you don't know who Yo is definitely a friend of the show. We've collaborated with him multiple times. So if you're an avid Dead End Hip Hop watcher, you've seen Yo. And if you're just now jumping onto the Dead End Hip Hop bandwagon, go hit that search button. Go look. I'm pretty sure that
He
we
was
put
on
his
Isaiah
name.
Rashad. The last Isaiah, the house is burning.
Yes, the house is burning. He was on that. I know he was on Big Crit. He's on multiple conversations that I can't remember right now. But he, again, a friend of the show. So big shout out to Yo. Also, there's a lot of different screenings. So November 9th, if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, November 10th here in Atlanta, November 12th in LA, November 15th in New York, and on the 16th in Durham, North Carolina. So super dope, super dope. Did y'all feel Little Brother would take it this far? Because I obviously did it.
yeah. I mean, that iconic rap group. I mean, the breakup was a big thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah.
Are you talking about when you like first discovered them and listening to them? Is that the framing of the question?
kind of sort of like,
I didn't think we would get a documentary.
I'm 100% with you, Feefo.
Yeah.
You're not speaking crazy.
okay. They trying to make me feel like
No,
I'm
I know.
like,
No, I just want to understand the question.
Yeah, I never tried to make you feel like it was crazy. I'm just answering your question.
okay.
No, it doesn't seem. It doesn't seem like it's a group that would get a documentary. I'm happy they are, but there are a lot of bigger groups that have not gotten a documentary. So yeah, it's surprising. It's cool. You know, no one's shitting on the idea. I'm definitely gonna go see it. But nah, it's surprising.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It is.
Yeah,
Doom doesn't even have a documentary. So I mean,
I don't think Daylight does.
right. So
They do. Daylight.
let's try.
Daylight.
See,
You think it's tried.
see.
Yep.
He was gonna try to make you sound crazy too. See how Robbie?
Look, I took
He on a
it
roll
back.
tonight, bro.
I took it back. He said, "Look,
You know,
It never even came all the way out. It didn't even come all the way
I
out.
took it back.
I was remembering
But yeah.
because I think we went to.
he checks one.
Yeah,
He
Daylight.
checks one.
Yeah. I'm surprised Daylight don't have especially with all they've been through. You
right.
Exactly.
There's a lot of groups that deserve documentaries. So I'm surprised Little Brother has one, but it's cool. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
What do you think about so hard?
No, I was just thinking about I just have a different perspective on it. I mean, because I've done documentaries on different people, so I guess it's not that far fetched for me personally as a filmmaker. Like they seem like a group that you would
Been
do a
through a lot.
documentary. Yeah,
Because
they've
they've
done a
been through a
lot.
lot.
Like it just seemed like a group that I wouldn't be surprised that has a documentary on them. You know, granted, not Daylight Soul and other people, which they should, but it just it's just not surprising that this group would.
Moving along, so this is still a topic of conversation, which is very interesting because there have been big artists such as Rick Ross continue the conversation of the 500K or the meeting with Jay-Z. And I think we touched on
I was
it
gonna
very
say, did we
lightly.
ever talk about it?
Is the mic still on? I think we did on the last live. I want to say we just barely, you know what I'm saying? A
touched
little
on
flick on the water, but a little ripple, but nothing major, no conversation. But 500K or a meeting with Jay-Z. Jay-Z came out and said he would advise anybody to take the 500K and go buy the albums because the message or the words that he would give you is already in the album. And he said, look, man, just go buy the albums for $10.99. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just taking the 500K.
You taking the 500K? Why you taking the 500K, Beezy?
I don't want to listen to no advice from Jay-Z. I'd rather like he said, I already have the album, so I don't need to get 500K and buy the albums. I just want the 500K. I'm not about to sit at dinner.
He
with
just trying, and then he just trying to get his money back too.
Right.
And you go buy the album.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna give you this $500K.
No.
Go buy my albums. I'm gonna get a little
Fool
bit of
don't
that.
need
Man.
none of y'all little money. Especially a little 1099. How many albums does Jay have at this point?
13,
13 albums. That's 100. Let's say $140.
Yeah.
Jay don't-
150 with tax.
150 with tax. Jay don't need y'all $150.
Exactly.
So Rob,
hustle.
you a businessman. You're an entrepreneur out here in these Atlanta streets. Would you take the 500K or would you sit down with the meeting with Jay?
No, I'll take the 500K. I mean, like you kind of said, I've always had that anytime we talk about Jay-Z, I always talk about the businessman of Jay-Z. And you could hear it in the music. I've been saying it for years since he's been creating music. So he's 100% right. Just listen to the music. Not only listen to the music, you can just kind of see some of the moves that he's been making throughout the industry. Now, some, one wouldn't agree with some of the moves, but some that you could take from what he's done. Why not take the 500K to invest in some of the moves that he's already made? You know what I mean? So
I feel
that it makes perfect sense.
I feel like this, right? When you have certain artists like Rick Ross that I just mentioned, if I was Rick Ross, I would take the meeting with Jay. And obviously, they're cool now, but way back then when Rick Ross started, he didn't necessarily have that closeness with Jay. So anything that Jay can give him would help him in his career because it's a direct comparison. I'm not a rapper and I'm not trying to be a rapper. So for me to sit down with Jay isn't really gonna help me that much. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was Benny the Butcher, if I was somebody else that's already relatively established where 500K ain't gonna make or break me, then I take the meeting because Jay is gonna give you nuggets that you can apply directly to your music and take you to that proverbial next level.
I'm pretty sure they have already anyway, though.
Some of them have. A lot of them have. Me being Feefo 24/7, that is not trying to be no rapper, give me the 500K because I'm going to go invest in some other businesses and things of that nature because I'm not a music guy.
Did anybody actually, like a regular person, was this actually a thing?
It was.
Or was
at
it
one
just a
point.
concept?
It's a concept.
Okay.
It's
But I
just
saw
a concept.
people started chiming in on what they would do.
Exactly.
Nah, that's not what I'm asking. I'm
Okay.
asking, did
It's
anybody
just a-
actually do it? Like,
Nah.
Did Jay say, hey, there's, okay. So
It's just a concept.
I don't
It's-
even know where it came from.
I don't know
remember.
either.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
I don't
to
even know how it got started.
Yeah.
It's probably some social Twitter shit.
yeah, it's
and
probably
just-
something on Twitter.
Yeah, it just
just took off.
resurfaced because I want to say it was a thing like a year or so ago, but now it just kind of resurfaced with again people like Rick Ross and others chiming in back on it. But Ken, what would you do? Would you take the 500K? You take that meeting with Jay?
Well, if I already got all the albums, man, I'll just meet with him.
What?
Well, he said, go take the money and go buy the albums. We already got the albums.
But wait a minute.
But you realize there's still 49,950, whatever the fuck it is left, even if you did buy the albums. So you really just let go 49K for nothing.
499K.
Yeah.
That's, I'm sorry. Thank you. 400, that sounds worse, doesn't it?
So what type of question? Like, what would be your?
Oh, I don't know
nature
what questions I would ask, but I think there could definitely be a lot of value gained from meeting with Jay-Z for an
Of
hour.
course, I don't.
You
I
know,
don't disagree.
so if you're telling me to just take the money and go listen to my albums, well, nigga, I already got the albums. Why didn't you do that?
Bruh, but that's not all you can do with the money, though.
Yes, bro.
He's not,
I
saying, he's
realize
not
that.
saying take $500,000 and spend it all on my albums.
No, I understand that and investing in other stuff, but I think that given his experience in all of these different spaces, that there could be valuable insight learned from talking to him for an hour. You get a chance to pick his brain and ask him a lot of very pointed questions and stuff like that.
I don't even know Jay like that. I'm sorry, Feefo, real quick, and I'll shut up because this is mind-boggling. I don't even know Jay like that, but the very few things I've seen, I did watch like the Breakfast Club interview and a couple other things. He ain't gonna tell you shit. I really don't think Jay-Z is gonna give you nuggets like that.
No.
He's not. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you just gave away money
Gave
for
away
nothing.
500K.
Jay's gonna sit there, oh, you like the steak or the shrimp? That's all he got, and that's it. He's probably not even gonna pick up your fucking bill.
He could at
Damn.
least pay the bill.
He ain't gonna pay your bill, bro.
I'm running this.
He might pay the tip.
I'm a dad.
You gonna nigga?
No, if I was Jay, I wouldn't even pay
I'm
that.
out of here, bro. If Jay-Z is offering this and I really, really want to talk to Jay-Z, why would I not talk to Jay-Z? if the money isn't the most valuable thing out of this whole thing.
You keep referring if a person. We're asking Kenneth B. Inge. Would you?
Well, I already told you the answer.
So you would like to sit down. So then what is something, it doesn't have to be necessarily like an exact question, but like what's the nature of the conversation that you would like to have?
I don't know, because I don't even think about, like, whenever I saw the scenario trending, I thought the whole thing was stupid anyway. So I'm just trying to give you an answer to the question that's presented, because I'm trying to hypothetically put myself in this situation. So hypothetically, if I really wanted to sit down with a person that has as much business experience, who's managed to be on all kind of levels and talk to so many people, navigate through so many different circles, if I'm in a position where there's more benefit to me having a conversation with a person that can give me some real game, if that's his true intent, then why would I not take that conversation?
Because that's risky, and it's risky because like
it's risky both ways. I can blow the $500,
or you can spend $100K on an actual financial advisor,
exactly,
and get advice that would actually help you.
Yep.
Annuities or certificate accounts. But let me tell you why. I'm gonna
Call
tell you why
Caesar.
it's risky.
buy you a building. You know what I'm saying?
Jay may not have those answers you're looking for. Jay may have a team of people that is helping him build that wealth. So the answers you may be asking him, he's like, look, actually, you know what I'm saying, you got to talk to my accountant. You know, you got to talk to this person. So now you're stuck in this meeting with Jay, who actually just kind of has very knowledgeable and business savvy people around him that creates his wealth. So now you're stuck in a conversation with somebody that doesn't even have the answers that you're looking for. Cause like, you know, anybody could come to me like, be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about this video. Well, actually, you know, shit, I got Isaiah, you know, running camera. I got Isaiah on audio, but they look at the production of that end and they know I'm, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, I don't really have all the answers.
Yeah, but that's now. Like, you started out at a place where you would have a lot of that information, like a lot of the insights and stuff. You know, now you may have a team, but you didn't always have a team. Like, you started and grinded from somewhere. You had to make decisions yourself in order to get to the point where you had a team.
Jay also has a book that, you know, describes a lot of that stuff. And when you look at the highest people in business, to Rod's point, is that the smartest people in business hire the smartest people. I need you to handle that, bro. I'm not trying to. The biggest people in business are overview. They're not mundane.
These people in business, these execs and stuff like that, they do have meetings with each other and talk and share game with one another too.
No, yeah, I'm sure he's up on a lot of his business, but I can almost guarantee he doesn't have the same expertise as the people that he has in place. That's all I'm saying. The only way that I may even consider not taking the $500K is if I could have like an internship with him, like something like where I could
around
actually be around and soak up game. I think that'd be the only way I wouldn't accept the $500K. Like, oh, an internship? Hell yeah, give me that. People take unpaid internships all the time.
365 days?
Yeah.
You fucking right. Let me be around.
That's the only way.
That's how you're gonna absorb.
That's how you absorb.
And then you're gonna be around those people that don't necessarily make the decisions, but run the day to day. That can now, it'll open your eyes to see how maybe, oh, you know what? I need to adopt that. I need to do that. I need to do this. Because I don't really think Jay is gonna be able to give you all that game. And the game that is in the albums, I feel, is motivational enough for you to get up, get out, and do something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I listen to all that.
But I know you taking the $500K, Myke.
Right, like, come on.
I know you taking the $500K.
And it's not even anything against Jay. There's not a single rapper on the face of the earth other than MF Doom if he came back from the dead. There's no rapper.
So you would take a meeting with MF Doom
if he came back from the dead?
Over
Like, how did you pull this off? How did you do this?
He had $500K.
Like, if he's not really dead and MF Doom came back and was like, hey, it was a trick, give me the meeting, because I need to hear the details.
I got you.
But no, for real, like, no, there's not a single rapper. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't think Jay is gonna give you enough information to make it to where that $500K was well spent.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Jay. As many jokes and shit I say about Jay, he's obviously a very good businessman. He didn't become that very good businessman by telling a bunch of scrubs how to be as good as him. So no, I wouldn't fucking sit down with Jay-Z. I wouldn't sit down with Killer Myke. I wouldn't sit down with LP. I wouldn't sit down with A$AP Rock. None of them.
Give you the money. Show you the money.
Give me the money, because if I really want to make that kind of bread, I'll just go invest it in something else.
Yep.
I'll do what he did and go hire some motherfuckers to make me money.
Yeah.
100%. Well, we talked about Jay and Jay's staying power. So the last topic that we're going to leave you with on the That a Hip Hop Rundown is the staying power of that Mexican OT. This year, he really blew up. He went viral. He has a lead single called Johnny Dang. And he did, I can't remember the style, but with the microphone just hanging
On the block.
on the block.
That's where I first saw him. Yeah.
Okay, so he had his on the block Johnny Dang shit, and it went fucking viral. The music video has millions of views. Every interview that this guy is on has hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. Everything that Mexican OT is blowing up in 2023. I don't know the extent of the music that you guys listen to in regards to that Mexican OT, but I know I did share his latest single. I can't remember the name. It's Feefo. I don't fucking remember the name. How do y'all feel about that Mexican OT?
I think he's dope. I think he's unique. I didn't know if it was just like a gimmick at first, but he's actually like really talented or whatever. And I think he's just using that stuff just to get the more attention on him, that he's actually really dope. Did he do something with
Yes.
who am I talking about?
Maxo Cream.
Yes. I want to say
That's the one that took
actually,
off. Yeah.
I think that's actually the first time I saw
Yep,
him.
me
It was
too.
with him, and it was your post. That's what it was. It was Mike's post on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh God, who's this?" Because I went for Maxo Cream, and then I saw him, and I was just like, "Whoa, who the fuck is this?"
Same
dude?
exact story I have.
Oh wow.
I went for Maxo Cream. I left with Mexican OT.
Right.
They were both amazing, but I was
Yeah.
just like, the fact that they were going back and forth
Yeah.
like they do, because they both have
Yeah.
that fucking sense of humor,
Yes.
that ability to ride a beat that's like kind of weird, but it's still dope.
Yeah.
Nah, Mexican OT is ill. I like him.
Nah, he's super
Yeah,
dope.
me too. Like that was my first time like literally listening to the stuff that you were sending, because I had listened to like the
Cowboy in New York. That's the
Yeah, I
name.
listened to the first like 4 songs of that project you sent me, and I heard the one with Max. I was like, oh yeah, this definitely. And the one with Paul Wall, I was
Yep.
like, damn,
Johnny Dang.
Yeah, he got
I was
Paul
like,
Wall back
oh,
out
shit.
here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely dope as hell. I mean, it's I can't really say if he's gonna have staying power, but just off the talent,
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he should.
Because not many people stay around that long. I don't know that younger people are flocking to. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
flocking
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Doesn't seem like their sound.
It doesn't. And part of what you said being a gimmick, he embraces his Mexican culture, and then being from Texas,
You can hear it too.
you can hear it. Like a lot of the things that he references, how he rolls his letters outside of being Hispanic, right? Like,
Oh, the R's.
yeah, but he said he rolls other letters though. R's in Spanish you roll like carro, Puerto Rico, right?
Huele mejor.
No. The way he does it with his double time flow.
Yeah.
First time I heard, I'm like, bro,
Interesting.
what
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
is he
Yeah.
doing here, bro?
Yeah.
How is you doing this? You know what I'm saying? So he blew me away. I love his sound, like his voice, his tonality. He sounds like the baby. You know what I'm saying? And I like
Sounds like what?
the baby.
Baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Tonality wise,
Yeah.
he does sound like the baby tonality. I always loved his voice, but then the way he can flow, and then the shit he's rapping about makes him extremely authentic. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the part, the reason why I posed it the way I did is he has staying power, because I think that the most authentic rappers, and we're not talking about being big, right? We're not talking about super commercial success, even though he's experiencing a lot of that right now. But I think the people that are truly authentic to themselves as hip hop artists, they have staying power because there's not a level of fallacy. Like, bro, I'm just being who I am. You know what I'm saying?
You think he can be like, as far as staying power, like on a consistent level, like Isaiah Rashad or something like that?
Yeah, 100%.
Like in that
I
or
definitely
bigger.
right
He'll
now.
be like Crit. If he plays this, I don't mean his new album, but I mean like when
Just
Crit had that
Crit-
run of those
yeah.
almost regional, but still other places were kind of
Yep.
picking up on him.
Yep.
I see him in that lane.
Okay.
I think right now Mexican OT is bigger than what Crit has gotten, just from the virality this year. Just 1 year. This 1 year? No, y'all don't think so?
man.
I don't think so. You stay shitting on Crit, bro.
I'm not. Look.
Damn.
Crit has more longevity than that Mexican OT.
But you think OT is bigger than Crit?
I think Mexican OT right now is bigger than Crit ever got.
Nah.
I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the number of streams. I'm looking at his interviews. I'm just looking at like his internet presence. right now it's bigger than what I've ever seen Crit has been.
I don't know, man.
shit's
Crit
gonna
was
be
out
paid
there,
for.
man.
Yeah,
Crit was out there.
Yeah,
Crit was
out
definitely
bro.
out there, man.
It's like he got right here to mainstream, and it's kind of
Just, yep.
trickled
Def
down a
Jam,
little
bro.
bit. Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, I definitely think the Def Jam thing was a gift and a curse. Either way, regardless, I definitely think Mexican OT has staying power. I think his authenticity is gonna carry him a long way. Like just like the name of the album, something Luchador, Lone Star Luchador. And then if you go back and look at all of his mixtapes and other projects and stuff like that, like he has embraced Mexican culture. You know what I'm saying? It's at the forefront of his music.
He's dope, but I don't know if he has staying power.
He only has 2.5 thousand followers, bro. You talking about his internet?
2.5
Unless this is another Mexican OT. I know you moved on. I just don't think he's bigger than Crit. I don't think he might get bigger than Crit. He ain't bigger than
right
Crit
now.
right
Yeah.
now. No way.
I think he's extremely dope. I think he has a very unique sound. I do think he's authentic, but even with all of that, I don't know, man. I just don't see him having staying power. Like, I think he'll get us to a certain place, but I just don't know if it's going to be like a long-term place.
He doesn't seem that diverse
Yeah.
yet, but we haven't heard a lot from
Yeah,
him.
that's true.
Right.
But right now, I'm with Rod. I feel like he has a really good sound. He's funny as hell. He can flow, but past that, what is there? Like, are you ever going to hear him on? I know you said nothing about commercial success and all that, but are we ever going to hear him on the cusp? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's great where he's at, and he's probably happy where he's at.
He is happy where he's at, because I don't know the name of the style of that Mexican music, you know, with the dun, 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 dun. Like he's sung
I know
on
what you're
that.
talking
Yeah,
about.
you know, hey, me and Names,
No,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's sung on those type of things. Like again, he's just embracing.
But that alone is not going to. That alone
I
right
know.
there is
No.
going to take you out of staying power.
No,
'cause-
100%. But here's the thing too. You talked about Twitter. I looked him up. He only has like 6,300 followers on Twitter. He's not an active user on Twitter. IG, he has 1.1 million. Either way, I think he does. You don't think he does.
Yes,
You on the
still-
fence? It's too
yeah,
early.
yeah.
You think it's a little too early?
I'm on the fence too. I like where he's at. I
Yeah.
think he's dope.
Yeah.
I think he's very talented. I don't know if he has staying power yet.
Got you. What about you, Ken?
I never heard of him until now, until you mentioned him. But yeah, I don't hear a lot of diversity. That could be good or that could be bad. I think he has a very accessible sound, which could be a good thing for a very surface level type fan base. But the question overall is marketability.
Yeah.
Like, does he have that? And something outside of the authenticity for people to attach to. And if he doesn't have marketability, then it's just going to be another rapper that went viral and then just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yep.
So you guys already know what to do. Hit up the comment section, because you already know that's the conversation after the conversation. What do you guys think all about the topics this week? Are you interested in watching the documentary of Little Brother? How do you feel about Takeoff already being 1 year gone? Jay-Z, are you taking the 500K or are you taking that meeting? And does the Mexican OT have staying power? Let us know. Hit us up in the comment section. We out.